God. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to East Ham Park in Haverhill, Suffolk, and of course, welcome to Lovely Coffee this afternoon for your sort of Easter special. And we hope we get some reaction this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. You know, hopefully we won't have to go on to too many streams because, of course, I just want to let people know that if people are to call us, let us know in advance. Then, of course, we'll call them back after the stream has ended. So this is a note to moderators and admins and, of course, people that have our telephone number. But, of course, we don't aim to, of course, give out our numbers willingly and freely you know, to anyone. But, of course, we'll probably have a exclusive number for those people who would like to be a guest on the show. And of course, on that note, we require people to let us know in advance if they want to be a guest on the show, for example. So hello to anyone watching right this minute. If you want to sort of let us know that you're here in the chat, Julien Spoons is here. He's the first one in the chat. I am in the chair. Which chair is he? Is he in the background somewhere? No. Of course, he's there.
I'm in the chat.
He's definitely in the chat, but he's there. Just in case you're wondering where he is. So, yeah, I'm actually doing a solo, but of course he will be talking in the background because I don't want to keep moving the camera to and fro. So this is a basic catch-up afternoon here. I just want to quickly show you and support this area over here. I don't know if anyone can see that. That's the kiosk at the, not the recreation background, but of course East Ham Park. Okay, so that is the kiosk, which is the kiosk at, of course, East Ham Park. So it's now closed, which is now just closed the doors until tomorrow, and it's open all week throughout Easter, from, of course, the Easter period, pretty much up until October. So grab yourself a cup of tea for £1.50. Also, of course, hot chocolate is available for £1.50, I believe it is, unless it's a little bit higher than the cups of teas, and also the coffees as well, which is priced at the same price. Lovely coffees that they do have. I just literally had one of these. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get some people saying hello to us in the channel this afternoon. And, of course, we want to say hello to everyone right this minute here. As we are in this locational area, I would like to say a huge thanks to Michael, who was behind the kiosk today, serving wonderful teas like this. You know, PG tips, you know, that kind of thing. I haven't got it right way around, but yeah, PG tips there. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, you will see dog walkers around the area, so please do be aware of that. Julian's got his own £1.50 cup of tea. This here is worth £1. So, yeah, you can buy ice cream and feasts and all that kind of thing. I think it's £2 for feasts, I believe it is. Yeah, something like that. About that, Julian says. And you can buy whippy ice cream as well. So, yeah, feel free to wander around the park whilst we're talking about East Ham Park, whilst appreciating the variety of habitats that they have created. And you'll see several paintings created by local artists and park volunteers. Of course, one of them being Diane J. And please show what the park may, or these show rather, what the park may have looked like in the past. And you can also find information boards in a number of places, which I've showcased on the live before. And of course, information boards are dotted around the East Town Park itself, and do check out those lives just for that reason. And some of the plants and animals that may be found. It says which can be found, but of course it's in a scenario where they may be found. We're talking about animals here, and there's a map of the actual Eastern Park here, and of course we are probably where that children's play area is just there. So yeah, the children's area is just literally behind me. That's why I'm showcasing the camera away from it. I don't want to try and get too many people in if possible, but of course, if they walk by, I can't stop them. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. The Eastern Park has 50 acres of outstanding beauty within the Dedham Vale, and Eastern Park boasts meadows and woodlands with an abundance of wildlife and habitats and nature at its heart. Absolutely brilliant here. It's just a lovely place to come here. It's so beautiful, atmospheric wise here, and we're quite fortunate to be able to have a lovely picnic spot kind of thing here. And grab yourself one of these. Definitely worth it. Cheddar and onion. So yeah, Julian's in the chat as well. Hello to Julian, who is also on the chat. If anybody comes in and says hello, we will say Happy Easter Monday, because obviously still Easter right way through until next weekend. So it is Easter holidays. So happy Easter holidays to you all out there. And of course, we want to showcase this as well. Of course, we've got two of each here. Definitely grab yourself a copy, and maybe you want a copy of your own. And we'll talk about that at a later stage. Of course, grab yourself one of these. And one of these, which is quite rare, of Haverhill, a tourist attraction. We're trying to make Haverhill, but there you go. So we've got loads of those possibly to talk about to later stage. So yes, hope everyone's having a lovely afternoon here. Let us know where you're watching from, if you possibly can. And of course, yeah, let us know what the sound is like from your end, because of course we don't know what the sound is like until we actually look on the full screen. So yeah, Julian's the only one that's commented so far. Of course, it's been very quiet in terms of commenting today, including the live there. And sorry about my cold in my throat there, but yeah, including the live broadcast, we only had one or two people watching, but maybe they're watching on replay instead. We appreciate people watching on replay, which is good as well. And of course, we hope that, of course, we can do another live this week, but we'll tell you further details as we have it. But yes, as I say, the kiosk is now closed at 4:30. It does each and every day of the week, and that includes weekends. And of course, you know, this is an Easter holiday weekend, so of course, grab yourself a chance to come down here. As when the normal bus routes come, which of course, this being, of course, the number 14, which you can stop off just outside where we are now, which is near the car park there. It stops at Roman Way, so you can actually pick up the bus on the number 14 or 15, which goes through the Roman Way from Bury St Edmunds. And it's just literally a 2-minute walk from the bus stop and through the car park and through this area. I do hope that we will see some of your familiar faces around this area. So, has Julian got anything to say whilst we're on this note, Julian?
No.
No.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
So, have you got anything to say, Julian, about the atmosphere that you're feeling right now?
Nice and calm. That's what we got to do, and it doesn't sniffy. But okay, it's okay. It's quiet.
When you say sniffy, what does that mean?
Well, you get up your nose.
What hay fever?
Yeah.
And it could be just pollen going around and all that kind of thing. All right, yeah, not bad. Yeah, we've got the dog walkers behind us as well, which of course are coming in this area as well. They are entitled to do so, and of course, apparently you can donate to the park as well, which is on this little thing here, which I'll show you now, if I can very quickly. I've got to do it quick. Well, actually, I can't at the moment because somebody's on the phone there and I don't want to film them. But of course, yeah, I'll do that in just a second there. Let's do it very quick. Yeah, just where those two people. There's a green thing just over in that sort of direction. That's where you sort of can put your donations in, and it goes towards the park, by the way. So yeah, if you're watching on any sort of stream platform, I can't even say the word. I'm learning. But yeah, if you're watching on any platform, massive hello to you. Look at all the doggies coming around here. But it's amazing. But like I say, we'll talk to you about these postcards at some point here. Remember where you see them because it's definitely worth it. They are actually used by Red Side Up, which is a company that print these actual postcards. So yeah, we want to make this a tourist attraction, ladies and gentlemen, and of course make it a happy place to come, which I think it is on that particular note, a very much a happy place to come and a most enjoyable one of that note. But yeah, I do hope you have enjoyed what you have seen here. We won't go on for too long because, of course, you know, this is the first time we've done it in this sort of location. But yeah, anything more to add while we're on that sort of subject, Julian? Is there anything that you'd like to promote, Julian, on that particular note, as just a normal promotion thing?
Well, the old green, as we shall see, on the right. You can film down. I've got children.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely bit of space down.
Yeah, you can bring your friends, family, and all that kind of thing. Is that right, Julian?
Just follow the walk right around the back there, and you can do your toilet if you like it. If you're fit enough to do it, we'll do it.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's what it's pretty much about. And we hope that you enjoy your experience of course, I'm going to move it around here a little bit so we don't get too many people in. But we hope you enjoy all our experiences of our walks, and hopefully we'll do more of this in the future, which will be absolutely fantastic. It's very much an atmospheric area here right now, and so far we are chilling out on this Easter kind of feeling here, because it is still Easter, by the way. And happy Easter on a Monday, the 18th of April 2022. So spread the word about touring with us, and that's what it's all about here. And of course, you know, the social group meetup, which I hope we can arrange a little meetup so we can do a little walk all together. And we would have to arrange that professionally and properly on that particular note. And we hope that people will get interest as we go along. So if you have any questions along the way, and of course we've got a chance and an opportunity for anyone that wishes to ask us any questions from now until about, let's say, the end of the stream this afternoon. So in 15 minutes time, that kind of thing. And perhaps we'll nominate someone who is going to say something amazing today. But yeah, maybe we'll leave that for another time. But of course, this is just a general catch up here, and letting you know everything's all hunky dory. We're going to continue as we are, and we hope that you lot can support us in a great way that you are doing right this minute. So, of course, if you want to continue to support us, feel free to spread the word about us, and of course, make sure that they hit the notification button so you know when we go live next. So yeah, it's kind of like on the bottom of your screens at home, you can just hit the reminder button, and that goes like a bing on your phone, and it reminds you of when all the videos on YouTube go up. And of course, that could be a video or a broadcast. So that gives you some sort of sure sign of when we go live, or video, obviously. So make sure you hit your notification buttons, because it's very key that you do that. We're sort of chilling out now in this locational park area here. And of course, maybe we'll be in another park somewhere else. And of course, yeah, I was actually going to use this as a secret location, but of course, I decided to showcase roughly where we are. And behind us is a lovely little walk area which takes you on to the disused railway track. So yeah, we thought we use this as a good background here, and I hope that you have enjoyed looking at the background at this naturous area. And of course, we did showcase two live streams going across the Emperor's Green today, and what was known as the Cornwall Way. And of course, we had a few people tuning in. I think Tony Porter tuned in earlier, and Julien Spoons did also tune in as well. Don't think we've had any more other comments come through yet. But of course, please stay with the 1-1 because it's definitely worth it. If you want to come up and say hello to any of us, feel free to do so. I know there's some people that have seen our lives. I must give a shout out to the kiosk person that actually serves the teas and coffees and of course, the feasts and the ice creams and what have you, and the packet of crisps to go with it. And his name is Michael. So, of course, yeah, there's familiar names of Michael about, but Michael at the kiosk, massive shout out to you. So, if he's watching, well, I thought we'd give him a mention on that note. So I do hope everyone's enjoyed what they have seen. Of course, I'll give a quick mention to Abbey Gardens as well, whilst we're on the subject of mentioning parks. Discover internationally acclaimed Abbey Gardens in the centre of the historic Bury St Edmunds, with its eye-catching floral displays, Abbey ruins, and beautiful walks. Definitely worth checking out at some stage. There is a history about the Abbey Gardens, by the way. I thought I'd give that a quick mention. The award-winning public park is part of the former Benedictine Abbey of St Edmund. Remember we heard that? One of the most powerful abbeys in the medieval England. So one of the powerful abbeys in the medieval England there of the Benedictine Abbey of St Edmund. And a lot of people don't probably realise how historical Bury St Edmunds is. So if you haven't checked out Bury St Edmunds, we have gone live there. And of course, you know, there is something worth seeing there. And I believe that is the cafe there. Here at Bury St Edmunds on the right, as you pass through the Abbey Gate, is the world's first internet bench. Internet bench, eh? Installed, that's my drink going over there. Installed in 2001 by Microsoft, the computer giant chose the town for the pilot scheme for hundreds of applications made by local authorities around the UK. Excuse me. So, yeah, the Garden Cafe is what it's called in Abbey Gardens. The actual Garden Cafe is situated in the Abbey Gardens. The cafe let's start again. The cafe provides refreshments, including hot drinks, cakes, and a selection of treats to have your own picnic within your visit to the gardens, basically. The tea and coffee is fair trade, and there is a selection also of healthy snacks available. And that includes ice creams, of course, and the kiosk opening times vary as follows, but of course are always weather dependent, a bit like the kiosk here in East Town Park, and subject to change. So, of course, if I read this out, these are all weather dependent and subject to change. January is obviously closed, February half-time only, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m, and March weekends only, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. April to May weekdays from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. and weekends 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. And June weekdays 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. and weekends 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. And July to August 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. daily. And September 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. daily. October, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. daily. Up to and including October, school half-term break, closed thereafter. And November and December, everything winds down by then, and of course, closed by then. So, hey, I love your stuff. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. I don't think I've seen Raven in the chat before. So, hello to you, Raven, whoever you are, wherever you are tuned in. Let us know where you are tuning in. Thank you very much. Can you say hi to James? Yes, I will do that thing. Hi to James, wherever you are watching. Are you watching from Haverhill, by the way? By any chance, let us know where you are tuned in. So thank you very much for your huge support. Please subscribe to us if you haven't already, and make sure you hit your notification button so you know when we do an upload of a live broadcast or video. We are in East Town Park, in case you haven't noticed. And of course, in case you haven't noticed, it is, of course, the Sunday Easter afternoon sort of chat show here, which we normally do on a weekly basis. We are going to do one on Wednesday. The TWU tonight is going to be the new program on a Wednesday and Sundays. So depending on what we're doing on the Sundays, because we may be elsewhere as well and may be a little bit tricky for us to do an evening show. But if we do an evening show on a Sunday, it'll be TWU tonight, and it'll be similar to the Wednesday's edition. So, of course, this Wednesday, usual time is 8 p.m. and we don't go any later than that, normally speaking, because we want to keep it in time for Dan Wotton's show on GB News 236. So, yeah, Raven, as in Raven, with a capital R, let us know where you are watching from, and let us know what device you are watching from as well, and let us know what the sound is like as well. Thank you very much for, of course, stopping by as well. It's very nice of you as well. Really, really do appreciate that. So, yeah, spread the word about the stream here, and we really do appreciate your support. And a lot of people do decide we think, well, they think we deserve a packet of crisps, perhaps, but yeah, and a tea to go with it as well, which we got from the kiosk just a minute ago, which of course a lovely gentleman was serving behind the till. It is card and cash as well, so that is great to hear for those people who are struggling for cash and just want to swipe their card, or of course struggling because they don't want, of course, the authorities to know what they are spending. They would then use the cash. So we don't want to get rid of both, because we don't want to have arguments either way of the spectrum. So yeah, we want to keep it very safe, and of course we want to keep a society which is fair, to everyone out there, and we want to bring back a world which is very sort of atmospheric, and of course keeping away from the mainstream media, that kind of thing, and just good for anxiety. Those people suffer with that kind of thing, and of course we all suffer from some kind of thing in our lives, and we just have to reflect on this, and start watching these video channels out there, because we're not the only video channel out there. There's several out there. Sometimes Walk Through Time is another video channel out there. Walk With Me, Tim, is definitely worth checking out, and we never sort of run that down. If people think that we do, they are mistaken. But of course, no, we encourage people to go over there and check his channel out, because of course, it's definitely worth it. There's a lot of stuff that we learned from that channel, and this is where we are now. If it weren't for that channel, we wouldn't be doing this right this minute. So we came up with the idea of looking at another video channel, and that's how we sort of evolved around that. And they started it during lockdown, and we continued it during lockdown as well, because literally we could only go for a walk for an hour, but now we can do unlimited at the moment, which we hope that continues. By the way, there's lots of sort of media sort of source saying that of course we should be going back to restrictions again, but we want to sort of stay away from all that, and we want to just get people distracted from that kind of news. You know, we are kind of a community-based project. You know, we do kind of have a little bit of a, you know, mainstream sort of content, but of course we don't like to include it all the time. So yeah, we want to keep it very, very entertaining as well. We're more kind of on the community level. We don't want to well, we don't want to call it community as in the news community, but of course we are a community project, not a charity. So we appreciate all the donations that we have received, including, of course, Julian, who's given us a mini super chat. Hopefully, when we get to 1K, we'll have the proper super chat. So you're welcome to donate there if you wish, but we don't sort of pressurize people to do it if they don't want to. But if you feel the need that we deserve it to keep the costs of our channel going, and you know, the petrol prices go up and train fares and all that kind of thing, and it helps to build the channel to the next level. So we appreciate that every second that people watch us, you know. And of course, if you feel that we've deserved it, then of course, by all means, feel free to, of course, come forward and let us know. And you can do it if you wish, only if you wish. Like some people have done it through the GoFundMe, which of course do take a cut. So not all of the money goes towards us; it goes to their website. Like the super chats, the actual official ones on YouTube, they actually take a cut as well. And PayPal is more direct if you wish to donate through there. And also, you can purchase one of these, which will, of course, give you the price of later on. We won't do it now, but of course, these are up for grabs if you want to buy your own copy of this. It's very rare that you see one of these anywhere across Haverhill, unless you sort of check the Haverhill Library or something like that. We may get some more. So it all helps, you know, as we buy these, the you lot out there to buy off us, and of course it helps towards the channel as well, and we're helping them as of course you're helping us as well. We're all helping each other out. So yeah, if you fancy one of these, feel free to grab yourself a copy of one of these. I think pretty much all of these are the same in some way or another, but apart from this one, there's slightly different there. If anyone has not seen one of those before, definitely worth checking out. Excuse me. But yeah, we're nearly at the end of the show now. But of course, it's only been a half an hour one, and of course, we want to appreciate all of you that has tuned in. So buzzing now, and we want to thank you so much for, of course, sticking by us and spreading the word about us. And just remember where you see us, and one day you may see us. We're touring with our shirts. We did have them when we first started, actually, but of course we've sort of lost them along the way. But of course, yeah, we might bring them back. But if you do want to share your own shirt, we do have some merchandise if anybody wants to buy a touring with us shirt, or actually a mug for, of course, the price of £8. So that's not a bad souvenir price, because originally we staked it at £9.99. So yeah, that's quite extraordinary. So I'm going to move it over to Julian now, and if Julian wants to say something here, because I don't want to do all the talking.
Okay. It's basically said everything mostly about it. So there you have
Everything
it.
mostly about it. So
yeah. So that's basically what
do some talking, Julian. Come on, get your confidence.
Right, here we go.
Is there anything that you want to promote?
Not really, no.
Sometimes, occasionally, you do organ playing just to relax people.
On the
Off chance.
Music for classical words, music, organ and piano can be difficult to play, and it needs lessons if people are learning to want to do that. And plus, that as well, and getting to the venues, getting permission to play on different organs. You can do that by
So,
association.
what are you at the moment? Are you a regular church organist,
No,
or are you a freelance?
No, I'm freelance at the moment. So I was I suddenly got chucked out. So
Chucked out.
It feels like
you wanted to move on, actually.
No, I didn't want to move on, but
You got to be careful what you say, Jim.
Whereas I got
you had to move on.
I had to move on, and then I had to get way back in it. So that is the scenario there. So
okay,
move on from that bit. We're getting into freelance organ playing now, which is a bit trickier. But if you want to learn about music or organ or piano, which is a different instrument in the school or college, wherever you are learning, you have to join these associations, the music.
I'll tell you what those associations are to just carry on with that conversation.
Okay.
And those associations, by the way, are like this one. You've got them on all sort of counties level, and you've got one in Norfolk, you've got one in Cambridge, the Cambridge Organist Association, you've got the Essex Organist Association, and the Norfolk Organist Association, and the Suffolk Organised, those kind of things, the Suffolk Organist Associations as well. So all of those wonderful things that in East Anglia, as Julien is rightly saying there, the reason why I'm showcasing myself here more because it's more of a blue sky out here. It's looking a bit sort of dull on that side, but he is there in the background. So of course, if anybody wants to say hello in the chat below, feel free to say hi to us before we leave here. We had thought we were going to be on for half an hour, but if you'd like us to stay on for a little bit, feel free to let us know. But we appreciate everybody there, and of course, if you want to purchase a merchandise of our mugs, and maybe we can order a Touring With Us t-shirt, which of course is the current logo that we've got, which is the special edition version of our cup. That's what we're going to try and get out and about as much as possible. So and we're going to pretty much leave it on that note, but before we go, I'd like you, Julien, to tell us what your view is on Abbey Gardens before we go.
Oh, there you go. What do you want to know?
What are your opinions? You've been there several times, Julien, and do you think it's an atmospheric place? Do you think it's a Touring With Us attraction, or actually a tourist attraction?
It is, and here on the right hand side
is a map.
Right, there's a big map around the ground here. I get it in the camera here. It needs to be straight.
Absolutely.
So there's a map of these Abbey Gardens, slightly bigger than these parks, I think. There's 2 or 3 entrances maybe towards it, and there is a cathedral that's gardens in it, like it is here. There's a garden cafe there. They're open on certain days. Parking is you have to go at different car parks. To walk there, you can get there easy by walking. It's only 1.5 miles to the railway station from there, and about a mile to the bus station at the ferry. So you can walk down there. It's easy going down.
Here we go.
It's easy going down to downhill. It's easy going down the hill, and it is up, as you can know. But that is basically what Abbey Gardens. There's a picture of it on there. It's got the cathedral on the back. So there's a lovely view from the cathedral tower. That was done in 2005.
Okay. We've got a comment there, I think.
Okay.
So
What's the comment?
A comment from Tony. Julien should wear one of his hats when out in the sun. Thanks for that comment, Tony.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
It's not Hatfield, Dave. A good idea, actually.
Yeah.
So basically, what he was saying here about the Abbey Gardens, just giving you an insight of what the Abbey Gardens is like. We have showcased it on a touring with us. If you'd like us to actually go there and showcase a live walk around the Abbey Gardens at some stage, we would do that honourable thing. We don't know when it's going to be. We might do it this week. I don't know yet.
Depends what we're doing.
Depends on the weather, and of course it depends if the weather is rubbish and that kind of thing, and the signal wise as well. But yeah, let us know if the signal's okay. If you're watching your end as well, is the signal fine here? Because you know we're on 4G. Apparently, 5G. We're told by EE are available in shops in the Hayville, Suffolk area. We're in Sturmer, by the way, but of course, which is not too far away from here. It's in walking distance. So, yeah, and of course, yeah, we just visit to Hayville, and of course, it's got a lovely sort of a tourist attraction. And I think, of course, people just miss out on it. You know, the tourist attraction, and of course, instead of mucking about, I think they should actually start thinking about, of course, the history side of things. You know, there may be someone watching from that perspective that likes a bit of history. I believe a guy called Robert Jarman, who definitely likes the history, and maybe he could come on one of our walks and talk us through some of the history around, in particular, Hayville. And this part of Hayville is probably for local people quite notably recognised, but of course for those people who don't know Hayville very well, it's worth noting that you know they could actually take a visit down here, and of course you know and check the area out. But hopefully we'll do a video at some stage of this Easter Park, but hopefully that will happen as a video, because we haven't actually done a video of the actual park. We've done a live broadcast, but not a video. So, yeah, I'll have to get Julien to come on the video on that particular note as a live, because we can flick the camera over as a live. But yeah, there's a Peterborough video to come up, which we have mentioned several times. But until then, we're going to wish you a lovely, happy Easter holiday, or the rest of the week, or this one as in Monday Easter, or Easter Monday, whichever way you want to put it. We're going to wish you all a happy Monday Easter and Easter holiday to go with it. And the kiosk, by the way, is actually open. Just want to let everyone know about that. We have been told about that just a minute ago, just before the kiosk closed at 4:30. It is open right way through to next weekend, and of course, you know, it's the usual time of 10 o'clock till 10:30.
Or 11.
Does it actually say on here? That's the opening times. The shop, yeah, there you go. 11 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. weekends and school holidays from Easter to the end of October. So remember where you heard that, ladies and gentlemen. From myself, on behalf of Touring With Us and the whole team of Touring With Us, including myself, lovely coffee, as I always say, which is a stage name, by the way, and of course, lovely spoons that we're now going to call Julien.
And Julien, lovely spoons.
Yeah, and we'll sort of catch you all later.
Ta-da for now.
Ta-da, and have yourself a nice Easter wherever you may be for the rest of this week. From all of us, Monday the 18th of April 2022. Catch you next time. Hopefully you'll see us next time as well.
Ta-da.
Ta-da from us all.